Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jordy, and I'm here to do a general tarot and oracle card reading for the Pisces Collective. These readings are general, so that means they're meant for a broader audience. If you find the video doesn't fit your story, then I recommend checking out another reading on my channel with a title that stands out to you. This way you still find a message that you're looking for today. And if you're looking for something more personal, something tailored towards your own life, then you can reach out to me and request a personal reading. I have availabilities on the weekends and the evenings. You can check out more of that information in the description box of this video. So Pisces, we've switched up the camera angle for a little bit. Just going to give this a shot, and I feel like it's more personal. You guys get to see a little bit of my hand, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably switch back to just showing the cards, but I like to mix things up. We've changed the decks that we're using, so we've got the Angel Tarot here. Your first card coming out today is the Two of Water. This card says a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the possible resolution of a conflict. That's beautiful. I really feel like this is saying exactly what it's saying on the card. Like we're seeing a relationship getting closer. That there is forgiveness, there is resolution to a conflict. It's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of painful things that have happened. And we also have the Ten of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So it's really important for the two of you to work on this connection together, because perhaps there's other people, like friends and family, that are part of your circle. You may be family. This could be a family member we're talking about, or a lover that you have a family with. Things have gotten more easier, more healthy. Material needs are being met. Things are more stable now. So it's got something to do with the family. I've just dropped a card here. We have the Six of Water, another relationship card. Wow. This one says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So this relationship that we're talking about, that's connected to your family or to your inner circle, your community. There's a lot of past history with this person. They could even be a sibling for some of you. There's a lot of nostalgia here. There's a lot of remembering the good times. And there's a deep connection in this relationship. We have the Page of Air. This says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. So usually the Page of Air is a communication. And it says it involves some challenging information. It's interesting. You may need to deliver your truth to this individual, or they may need to deliver their truth to you, and you're being asked to remember the connection, the depth of this connection, the history, and to forgive, to grow closer. To not use this as an opportunity to push back or to drive them away again. We have the King of Fire coming through as well. It says focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. The King of Fire has been coming out in almost every reading lately in different decks. So you're being asked to be a leader and to step up and to, initiate this reconnection. You want to communicate your expectations about the future. Communicate with vision. So we're going to pull an advice card from the Cultural Wisdom deck just to get some themes to some of these cards here. And then we'll clarify these cards with some tarot cards from the Smith-Waite deck. So clarifying the Two of Water, we have cleanliness. This symbol represents a watery shrub and symbolizes purity and good fortune. So this is a cleansing energy. You're cleansing a relationship, which is beautiful. There's good fortune that comes out of this. This is a positive thing. With the Ten of Water, we have the symbol that represents respect. This represents I salute you and symbolizes recognition and respect. So it's a beautiful symbol. So there is a lot of respect here for the connection and what you have between the two of you, that you both want the same thing. You want that healed future. You both want that future where you're healed from this, whatever conflict has happened. So clarifying the Six of Water is the Wealth card, the Wealth symbol. This represents a palm tree and is the symbol of resourcefulness and vitality. When I think about gratitude and this card, it's like in order for you to truly express gratitude for this connection, there has to be respect. There has to be cleansing of feelings and emotions. And there's a lot of strength of emotions here. Like, you may have some strong feelings, and there's something to do with wealth here as well. I think part of your wealth is this connection, Pisces. Part of your abundance. So let's clarify this challenging information, this Page of Air. We have time changes with this symbol here. It says represents time changing and symbolizes life dynamics and temperances, or temporariness, however you say that word. So things are temporary. Time will change. This challenging information comes through, but this relationship is dynamic. Even if it is a sharing of each other's truths, there's a flexibility here, and time is healed over the distance that you've had with each other. So let's clarify this King of Fire, this leadership energy. We have creativity. Represents a spider web and symbolizes the wisdom and complexities of life. I really feel like you need each other, and your family needs each other. This is a time of stepping up and stepping forward. That life is complicated, and that the wisdom is to respect this relationship, that it's part of your abundance, your wealth. Cleanse yourself of the emotions and feelings as time has changed things. Over time, your feelings have changed. We have Justice underneath the bottom of the deck, so this is about coming into balance in some way. So let's get into the tarot cards. And we'll clarify this relationship and the need for cleanliness, the need for cleansing. What are we cleansing from? Narcissism. We're cleansing from only thinking about what the other person, what one person needs and not what the other person needs. Cleansing from harsh words and painful responses. You know, there is like a truce here. You know, like a common ground with the Four of Swords. The ability to just let bygones be bygones. There's some really painful things that were said in this connection. I can see that with the King of Swords. And some of it was narcissistic, but that's not the entire picture of this individual. We're not talking about the person who abused you and coming back together with that person type of thing, but we are talking about someone who was in a painful moment, and you were in a painful moment, and a lot of harsh things were said. There has to be some type of middle ground, some meditation. So what is this truce over? What was said? Something about control. Someone may have felt like they had no power in a situation, and maybe that's why they said some harmful things. Maybe you said some harmful things, Pisces, because you felt like you didn't have any power in a situation. There may have been a lack of boundaries or respect with the Queen of Swords underneath the bottom of the deck. Maybe some big changes happened that led to walking away from each other. And a breakdown in communication. Every time you tried to communicate with this person again, it was really intense. It was fleeting moments of communication. But time has settled everything, and there's an opening up, and there's a kindness happening here. So that's beautiful. Anything else you'd like to say about Spirit, about this lack of power, lack of control that caused harmful words to be said and painful emotions to be felt? What was part of this lack of control? There could have been addiction issues with these two cards together. There could have been a spiritual awakening happening, a difference in spirituality as well. I feel like it's like there was no power in a situation. Someone felt like they were powerless in some way, and it's like they're powerless over affecting the other person, over controlling their actions, over feeling like they didn't have the support that they needed from the other person, and they couldn't force them to give them that support. You know, there was like an abstinence. Like someone abstained from helping or from understanding. They removed themselves from the equation. They removed themselves from the conflict before the conflict ever even got resolved. This created a lot of space with the Three of Wands here, and it created isolation, and also allowed for some learning to happen with the High Priestess, some internal reflection. So we're going to clarify the Ten of Water, going deeper into this connection, the respect that's needed in order to have this future that you want to have. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. So Maybe there was a lack of respect because there was a lack of clarity and truth in a situation between the two of you. You have the Moon. Some things were hidden. There may have even been secrets. Some things were misunderstood. Maybe it has to do with money. Loss of money. Someone may have passed on. Leaving you feeling vulnerable, Pisces, or your other person feeling vulnerable, or both of you. So some type of shadow has like crept over this family or relationship connection, and it made it hard to respect each other. This brought great change for the two of you and for the rest of the people involved. This really changed the direction of the relationship and of the family and however far this branches out. And it was a detour, an unexpected direction with the Chariot reverse. But ultimately it led to both of you discovering new opportunities in abundance, new opportunities to secure that pathway individually for each other. So there was perhaps less codependence. This was painful, though. It was a very painful pathway, but there was some balance that came out of this. So now that there is balance, there's an opportunity for reconnection. So we're talking about the future of a relationship with the Ten of Cups. We're talking about a contented and rewarding life with this individual, if there is forgiveness, if there is understanding and coming closer. And the biggest thing that was an issue here was respect, and it was either over a lack of truth or a lack of clarity, being on the same page, maybe even secrets, or just the fact that the situation really changed and your karma kind of divided in some way, went off in different directions. So we have the Knight of Wands as your last card for this little spot here. I feel like the Knight of Wands is saying be brave. The Knight of Wands is somebody who acts on behalf of a king or queen without knowing the full truth, without having complete clarity. They just have faith and strength and bravery and courage. And Pisces, you're being told to have the courage to not have all the answers in this situation, to leave some pages unturned. There are loose ends, and you might not be able to solve that. So with the Six of Water, the history of this relationship, we have that clarified by the Wealth card, resourcefulness and vitality. So we're going to see what the tarot cards have to say about that. We have the Magician reversed. Someone's intentions and actions affected a lot of other people here. It affected your relationship and the family, perhaps even the wealth of a family or of a business or of a job. Interesting. Let's clarify that again. So what did this person's actions lead to? Well, they let the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Wands again underneath the bottom of the deck. So it's almost as if we're clarifying the individual, perhaps, whether it's your person that you're connecting with throughout this reading, or whether it was another person. Someone wanted to protect a home, protect the memories, protect their family, their children, their assets, their future. They did so and it affected a lot of other people. This could have been a female or a feminine energy. So this felt like it really negatively impacted the relationship with your person, whether it was your person who was fulfilling this role or whether it was a third person or something like that. But they were just trying to protect what they thought was right. Protect some form of wealth, which could just be the family or in general. And they've had to think about this long and hard. You know, this wasn't an easy decision. It required a lot of work. And they're seeing how perhaps heartless it was when it came to you and your person. The Lovers reversed. They've been overthinking this choice that they made in the past. So let's move on. We're going to move on and clarify this challenging information that comes through communication here. That's, you know, perhaps taken a long time to come around, but time does change, time does heal. We have the Seven of Wands. That's usually standing up for something or pushing something back. Death reversed. Something stuck, not changing. Ace of Cups reversed. Upset, a great loss. King of Cups reversed. Tower. So we're clarifying the Page of Swords, which is challenging information. Something that's delivered without tact. And then we have time changes things. Clarifying that. Then we have needing to stand up for something that hasn't ended. There's a great love here. I'm getting what this means. Someone's challenging you. They don't, or you're challenging someone. Like, one of you doesn't believe that the other one still cares about them. One of you doesn't believe that there's still love that is coming from the other person. And that's interesting. That's where this big breakdown is happening with the Tower. That's why this is challenging information, because it kind of breaks the ego. It's like, why has there been so much time apart from this person? Well, you know, assuming the whole time that this person did something because they didn't love you. But they did something to protect their family. They did something to protect their money or their home or something like that. Or they were part of that protection. Someone else did that maybe. And it wasn't because they didn't love you. And that's a big realization here with the Tower. That destroys the ego. And it hurts. It hurts to know that there's, you know, that there was love, but then this horrible thing still happened that divided the relationship. So let's see what this leadership energy is with the King of Wands. To communicate with vision and creativity, and to realize that there's complexities in life. Oh, we have the Tower coming back again. Wow. So what's this Tower? Six of Swords. Surrender. I want to see what's under the bottom of the deck for that. Ooh, the Two of Wands reversed. Just, you know, parting of ways. the blockage, the fight. We have the Queen of Cups coming through. And the Five of Swords. Even though there's still a lot of love here, I do feel like someone's trying to challenge you. Maybe your person is. And they really still believe that what they did and what they said and what they thought was right. Yet they still feel a lot of love and emotions and feelings, and they want to, you know, heal this connection in some way. But they're also not budging on their opinions, their thoughts and ideas with that Five of Swords. So this is where it is complicated. And you do have to take the lead here, Pisces, or not take the lead and just move on. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. We have this Six of Swords and this Tower card. This is hard to deal with. This is kind of like, you know, a real challenge to see if you've healed or not. And it feels like you were forced to move on from a situation or isolated from a situation where you didn't have to be, you know? There was a big misunderstanding here that each other didn't love each other the way that you clearly still do. And that's why there was this conflict. Just because you had different opinions and different ideas of how things should have gone or should have went, or who was right and who was wrong. So that's a challenging message. We're going to see what the final advice is with the tarot. Any final advice for Pisces and their person? Yeah, work together, come together. It brings, you know, balance and justice can happen in this situation. A new contract can be written up if needed to be, with those two cards of contracts. Queen of Wands reversed. Fool. You know, you can work together, but you don't have to sacrifice your whole self in this situation, Pisces. Be confident, be strong, be firm about what it is that you believed and what you felt. And actually have a challenging conversation with this individual. Don't stand down. Communicate. Okay, that's what I've got for your reading. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon.